Yo, my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Dinyx. And in today's episode, I'm going to be going through the refining methods and how they affect your cargo at the end and how much it costs and the time waited. And so we hope you like this video, guys. If you do, don't forget to hit that point and tickle that like button. Run the intro. What we're going to be doing today, guys, is I'm going to be visiting the refine methods. I'm going through each one and I'm going to break it down, the cost of it, how much you're going to lose in the cargo, and whether I'm weighing up whether that is worth the cost over time. And this is because I got a comment a couple of days back on my last mining video where I said don't just go for the two mining methods of the Ferron and the Dinyx, because it's not always best, because the 24 hours and 8 hours, it's just, I don't think it's the best method. It's the best method in getting the yield and money and cost, but that cost over time is a lot. So I'm going to go through these, because of that comment, I'm going to go through these methods and I'm going to break each one down, and I'll put up on screen the visuals of the data that I'm talking about, so you can see it and you can work out for yourself whether the cost over the time is better. For instance, is it worth 20 grand to save 20 hours? And that's what I'll be talking about today. So let's get into this one, guys. So before we get started, guys, I'm going to be going off prices on this sheet here. So this sheet is from Red Monster Mining, and I'll put a link in the description, but this is where I'm getting my prices from. So the two that I'll be looking at is Boreas here, and then Bexelite here, and Corundum here. So this is where I'll be getting my prices from, just so you know, and I'll leave a link in the description. Right, guys, so here I am. I've come over to Mikkel 2. I just wanted to try Mikkel 2 out. I just went down to the refinery and they've got a Bexelite bonus of 9% and gold at 9%. So that's really good bonuses over here. And we're next to the planet and next to like safety if we're going out on the, what's it called? So this could be one of the best ones to go to. So I'm just going to try this now. And so I'm just going to get my prospector out.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Where is it? Prospector.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the
Hang on, so I'm going to go out. And so what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be checking out the refining, because I had this comment from a user on my last video who's basically said that I didn't have a clue about refining, because there's only two ways to refine, and everything else you're just losing out too much money. And I replied with, well, what if I don't want to wait 8 to 24 hours? And so it just perplexed me, like how people think there's, just because you're getting a better bonus or better rate with your Ferron and Dinyx, it means that they're the only two that you can have. But that's not the case. There is other ones. What if you don't want to wait 8 hours? What if there's a wipe coming and you're going to lose all your things and you can't wait 24 hours because that wipe might come? What if you don't want to be messing around waiting 24 hours and you want to just play the game? I understand if you're going to be logging off for the night to do an 8 hours or 24 hours, if you're not going to be coming back on for that time. But I don't see the need to have to do it if you can only lose a little bit. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go out and get a load, and I'm going to go through each method and I'm going to break it down for you, how much you would lose. And so then you can see with the numbers, I'll put the numbers up on the screen and you can see exactly what you're going to lose with each method and what the bonuses will be. Because it just put, like I said, it was just weird to have that comment that I don't know what I'm doing with refining because there's only two methods, when I fully understand what I'm doing with refining. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out today, get some cargo, and then come back. So I may put some of this video of me mining in there. I may not. I may just go straight to the point where I'm actually refining. I don't know. We'll figure it out as I'm doing it. So let's get into this one. Turn ship on. Turn ship on. Request takeoff.
Hello. How can Risk help you today?
So here we are, guys, over at the refining. And so we're going to get offered, I think, 45k here for it, 43k here. So that's one thing to also remember. 43,000 we're going to get offered straight up here. So keep that in mind when we're looking at these numbers now. And so we're going to go over. And so what I'll do is I'll first look at the numbers, the Ferron and the Dinyx. So what the person was saying in the comment was basically the Ferron, there's only two good ones where the rest of them you're going to lose money. So what he's talking to is the Ferron and the Dinyx. So that's what we're going to do. So we've got 32 refinable here, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you the Ferron first. So we're going to hit refine. That's going to go back off because there's a bug at the moment, but it'll still do it. So what we're talking about here is 9 hours and the cost of just short of 10,000, so 9,600. And we're going to lose from this, we're going to lose 5, because this is going to give us 27, because of that 38 there, that's going to put this to 27 boxes. So we're going to lose 5 boxes here. Now that 5 boxes comes to, with Boras being 3,500, that loss is going to be 17,500. So we're going to lose 17,500 on the boxes yield, and then it's going to cost us 9,600. So we're talking already. We're going to have lost 27 grand or something like that. Yeah, 27 grand straight away. But we're going to be waiting, and we're going to be waiting 8 hours. So we lost 27 grand. We're waiting 8 hours. We're going to get a profit after all of this. We're going to sell it all. Taking in mind this has already been taken out, this profit thing here. The profit overall with that is going to be 85,000. So we will make 85,000 total profit, but it's going to take 9 hours. So that's the Ferron one. So let's have a look at the Dinyx. So the Dinyx is going to be the same. We're going to get the same yield. 5 boxes is going to be missing, which is 17,500, but it's only going to cost 4,800. So just short of 5,000. But it's going to take 26 hours, 40 minutes, nearly 27 hours. And so we're going to sell the whole, what this is worth, this 32 here is worth, or this here with that, the 5 is worth actually 94,500, same as the Ferron one. But obviously, if we take out the cost here, then what our profit will be 89,700. So 89,700 profit we will make on this one, but it's going to take 27 hours almost for that. Now, if you're going to bed or you're leaving the game or whatever, then that's fine. Go ahead, do that if you don't mind that, or if you just want to go out and carry on mining and you're not too bothered about that. But then if a wipe comes tomorrow, I know we pretty much all know when a wipe's come in, but say if a wipe comes tomorrow, that's it. You're going to lose that anyway. So just keep that in mind as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at other methods for you. Those are the 2 methods that was sort of referred to as the best. 85k for the 9 hours and 85k for the 9 hours and 89k for the 26 hours. Now even just them 2, 4,700 difference, and the difference is like 18 hours. 18 hours for 4k.
Can I help you?
Not really worth it. If someone said I've got a really good money making method for you, it's going to take you 18 hours and you're going to make 4,000 credits, you're going to laugh at them. So just keep that in mind. Like that's between the 18 hours difference, there's only 4k profit. So you'd go for the Ferron, unless you are actually just going to go to bed or whatever, and you're going to be 27 hours. You're better off going for the Ferron because you're only going to lose another 4k. So let's go to the next one, which is Cormack. So with the Cormack one, we're going to lose 13 boxes because this is going to give us 27 boxes. So let's go to the Cormack one. Right, so the Cormack one is going to give us a yield of 19 boxes. So we're going to lose 13 boxes here. That cost of them 13 boxes lost is going to be 45,500. And it's going to cost us 9,600 here. to actually refine it, but it's going to take 33 minutes 20 seconds. And so with the profit we get from this, after this has been taken, the profit is going to be 66,500, but it's going to take 33 minutes. Now 66,000 for 33 minutes, 89,000 for 26 hours. So would you say the 26 hours or the 25 hours or whatever it is, the 26 hours, because it's 26, I think it's 26 minutes, 26 hours 40, wasn't it? So it's even less than, so basically 26 hours more for a profit of 33,000. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Is your time not worth, is your time worth that, is what I'm saying? Would you, if you went to one of the spaceports and it said expedite your ship, you can either wait 27 hours or you can pay 33,000 and get it in 30 minutes instead, you're going to pay it. The amount of money we spent on expediting ships is unbelievable. And so by saying there's no other methods is just wrong, because I don't want to wait 26 hours. I don't want to wait even 8 hours. I don't mind waiting 2 hours, but 33 minutes, I could be out doing another load, come and grab this one, put it in my ship ready. And then if something happens, you know, I'm not going to lose that. So that's the point. So that's the Cormack one. We're going to basically make 66,500 profit from that after all's done. So you're going to lose another 33,000 if you did one of the other ones, but you're going to save 26 hours or something like that. Or if you did the other one where it is 9 hours, you're still going to save a good 8 hours. But even that 8 hours, you're still going to lose what, 19, you're going to lose 19 or something. What is it? 66. Oh, where are we? Where have I gone?
Can I help you?
So you're going to get 66,000 is to divide it, so it's a difference of 19. So you're going to lose 19k on the 8 hour one, but you're still going to save 8 hours. And so let's move on to the next one, which is the parametric one. Get a quote. Oh, does that, it times out when you
See anything you
just sat on it, so other people can actually use it and you're not just sat on it. And so let's go to the parametric one this time and refine that, get a quote. And so this one is going to cost us 29,000. It's going to take 4 hours, but we're going to get this, we're only going to lose the 5 boxes like the other one. So we're only going to lose 17,500 on the boxes, and we're going to pay 29k. With that, all that's done and paid, we are going to make altogether 65,500, but it's going to take 4 hours 26 minutes. Now the difference of that, obviously if this was quantanium, then obviously you go for a longer one, or just take the big loss, because it's quantanium is 23,000, so you would lose a massive amount on quantanium, and you would lose 7,000 per stuff like gold and stuff like that. But you've got to weigh up the cost of the time. So on this one we're going to lose where are we at? We're going to lose 65,000. We're going to get 65,500, and it's going to take 4 hours 26 minutes. So already you're going to earn more on the Cormack one and get it faster. You're going to get it 4 hours faster and earn the same amount of money in profit, because you're not paying this 28,000 here. You're only paying 9,000 on the Cormack one, so you're already saving 20 grand there. So things like with the Boras, this is the workings out you've got to do with each one. So already that one in the Boras section is just not worth it, because you could actually earn more on the Cormack one and get it in 33 minutes. So the next one we'll go to is the Gaskin. Let's get a quote. So the Gaskin one, you're going to lose 9 boxes, and that comes to 31,500 that you'll lose on that, and it's going to cost 29k again, but you're going to get in an hour, and you are going to you're going to make 51,500 altogether once you sell it with the cost taken off, but it's going to take an hour. 51,000. Again, the Cormack one, you're going to earn the most profit from that one, because you're going to get 66,000 in 33 minutes. So again, this one, not worth it. Maybe it might be worth it with something like gold or something like that. Maybe we need to check that, and that's what I'll go and do next, and maybe confirm, because you are going to get more of this and it's going to take a short time. So maybe this one's not good with the Baraz, but maybe it's good with something like gold or Quantanium, if you want Quantanium fast, because you're only losing 9 and you're going to get instead of 5, so you're going to lose an amount of 4 basically more, but you're going to get it in massive amounts of hours earlier. So that one's another one to watch out for when you've got bigger stuff like gold and Bexadite and stuff like that, those top tier stuff. And so the next one we're going to is the XCR. Let's get the quote there. And on this one, you're going to lose 13, and you're going to pay 29,000, but you're going to get it in 16 minutes. And with this one, the loss of the boxes is going to be 45,500. But all the profit all done after this is going to be 37,500. So again, but you're going to get it in 16 minutes. Again, the other one is, the Cormack one is worth it more. But again, it all depends on how much you want to lose box-wise. If you've got more expensive boxes, then you know that one could be another one to look at, the XCR, because it's 16 minutes. So yeah, if the cost is that when you've got different material, then and you're getting it in 16 minutes, then you've got to look up at that as well. But again, still for me, the Cormack one is still the best one for the time over profit. So the next one we're going to look at is the Electro one, and we'll get the quote, and this is going to give us 23 again. So we're going to lose 9 on this again. So the cost of loss is going to be 31,500, but then it's going to cost us 9,600 on top, and we'll get it in 2 hours 13 minutes. The profit on this is going to be 70,900 after we've taken all the costs out, and it's going to take 2 hours. So is that 70k compared to 66,500? Is that extra 3,000 70k? Is that 4,400 worth the extra 1.5 hours? That's what you've got to work out. Is 4.5 hours worth 4k? Like I said, the amount of time we've spent 4k on something and just disregarded it, like thrown it away, or the amount of times we bought armor or something and lost it. 4k is not a lot. So again, the Cormack one is still the better one with time, because you're getting a really good profit with it at 65,000 or 66,000, 66,500. And yeah, you're not getting the 89, but you're not waiting 26 hours. So the next one to look at is going to be the Thermo one. Get a quote. And again, we're going to get a -9 loss on here. So it's going to cost us 31,000 again on the box loss here. And it's going to cost us 4,800 here for the refine. But it's going to take 6 hours 40 minutes, so nearly 7 hours. And the profit we're going to earn from it is 65,600. Again, it's like 10,000 more or something, 9,000. So 9,000 more, but we're going to be waiting 6 hours more for it. So again, it's that 9,000 worth the 6 hours that you're waiting. Would you pay 9 hours to get something? Would you pay 9,000 to get 6 hours time knocked off? That's what you're going to look at. Again, for me, the Cormack one is still the better one. And so we'll go to this last one, the Kazen Winnowing, and get a quote. And on this one, we're going to lose 13 boxes. So the loss is going to be 45,500 on the box loss. And we're going to be paying 4,800 here. But the time is 1 hour 40 minutes. Again, this might be one where you want it for a different type of material. So you've got moderate speed, low cost, low yield here. And we're going to earn altogether after the cost, we're going to earn 64,700, but it's going to take 1 hour and 40 minutes. Again, the Cormack one, you're actually going to earn more profit from the Cormack one and get it an hour earlier. So again, the Cormack one is better than this. So we look at the Cormack one and get a quote. And the Cormack one is a high speed, moderate cost, low yield for the Cormack one. But we're going to get 65,000 profit. So let's go into this one. So we've got now some more. So we've got the Bexalite here. So Bexalite is worth about 8,000 per unit. So it's going to be different from the other one. So let's begin this. So this work order's done. While I was working out the calculations of it on, this one got done. It only took about 15 minutes, 20 minutes or something for me to actually get this load. But if you look here, Bexalite has got a +9 on here. And Corundum, which is the other one we've got, has got a +6. So we're getting some really good bonuses here on this too. So let's go to the prospector here. Right, so if we go to the Ferron method and get a quote. So we're looking at, with the Ferron, it's going to say 7 hours, 20 minutes. And it's going to cost 10,000 and we're going to lose 1 box. So the cost of the lost box is going to be 8k here. And it's going to cost 10k here. So we're losing 18k altogether there. The profit altogether that we get from this, after this, is going to be 96k. Sorry, it's going to be 86k. Because it's 96, all of this without that. But once you take this off, it's going to be 86k. And it's going to take 7 hours, 20 minutes. Now, if we was to add in the Corundum and get the thing, it's going to go to 8 hours. So another hour on top. And we're only going to make another 3k maybe with the Corundum, because it's only worth 300 per unit. So we're going to make about 3k because you're going to get 12, so 3,600 or something with that. So that's with the Corundum. So that's that one, and then we'll try the Dinyx one again. So the Dinyx one without the Corundum is going to be again the same. We're going to lose 1 box, so 8k lost in the box, and we are going to, it's going to cost 5,000 instead of the 10, and it's going to take 22 hours. So again, you're only saving 5k over 20 hours. So again, you'd go for the Ferron over the Dinyx, because 22 hours compared to 7 hours, you're talking 15 hours or something like that difference for the sake of 5k. Now, if we was to add in the Corundum, oh sorry, before we do that, let me get that quote again. With this, the profit after this is going to be 91k, but it's going to take 22 hours. So 91k. If we add in the Corundum, and I'm not going to confirm it. Gaskin's try a different one first and go back to Dinyx. And we're going to add in the Corundum this time, get a quote. So it's going to be 24 hours, so another 2 hours 49 minutes on top, and we're going to make the 3k. So there's no, I'd say that's not worth it on that. So let's go to the top again, to the Cormack one, and we'll get the quote here. But I'm going to take that off and get the quote, take the Corundum off. And so the Cormack's one, we're going to lose 4 yield here, so that's going to cost us 32k in the lost profit of the boxes. It's going to cost us 10 grand to mine it, to refine it. And so we're looking at around 62 grand profit after we've paid everything. But it's going to take 27 minutes 30 seconds. So 62k compared to 91k, we're going to lose 29k. Is 29k worth that 22 hours? Again, that's what you got to look at. Or 86k, so we're looking at 24k. Is that 24k worth the extra 7 hours? I don't know. Now, if we stuck this onto it, the Corundum, and got a quote, we'd get another close to 3 grand, and it would cost, and it would be 31 minutes instead of 27. So 4 minutes more, and we're going to make another 3 grand. So that'll knock it up to 65 grand. So then we're only losing 21 grand on the other method, the Ferron method, because it's not worth doing the Corundum on the Ferron one. And we're only losing, what is it, 25, 26 or something. Let me look, 20, yeah, 20, 30, 20, yeah, 26 or something we're losing to the 22-hour one. So again, 26,000 for 22 hours. Is it worth it? That's the point. Again, if you're going off, then I can see why you would use those methods. So let's go to others. Is there any better than this one at 31 minutes? So let me take that one off this time, and we'll go to the Pyro one, get a quote on the Pyro one without the corundum. And on this one, it's going to take 3 hours 40 minutes, cost 30,000, and we're going to get a yield of 12. So we're going to lose 1, which is going to cost 8 grand for the one lost. We are going to pay 30 grand for the cost. So we're going to make 66 grand on this one.
Can I help you?
But it's going to take 3 hours 40 minutes. Again, now if we added the corundum and got a quote, we're going to get another 3,000, but it's going to take another hour 8 minutes. So we're going to knock that up to 69. Is it worth it, that extra couple of hours? Probably not. So you're probably better off just with the original quote and just have the 66 profit. But it's going to take 4 hours. 66 over, like I was saying, with the Cormack one being 30.
Finding everything all right?
I just think the Cormack one's better at the moment for this one as well, because it's 62 grand profit we're going to get from that, or if we had that other one in 65 grand profit. So we'll go to the Gaskin and try that without that in. And with this one, we're going to get, again, we're going to lose, this time we're going to lose 2 on the Gaskin. So that's going to be 16 grand lost on that. It's going to cost 32 grand. And it's going to take an hour, 55 minutes. But we're going to earn from that 58,000. We could then stick in
See anything you like?
this and get a quote again, and that's going to add in another 7 minutes and give us another 3 grand. So it would be worth doing it on that, because then you were looking at 61,000, but it's going to take an hour. Still could be better than some of the others like the Pyro one. So let's take that off again, and we'll go this time to the XC and get a quote. And let's have a look at this. So with the XC, we're going to lose 4 on the cargo here, which is going to cost 32 grand.
Everything all right?
And it's going to cost us 30 grand to actually do it, but it's going to take 15 minutes. So we're looking at a 42,000 profit at the moment with that, and for 15, is that on? That's off. Let me get a quote again with that off. So it's going to be 13 minutes or 14 minutes, and it costs that. So we're looking at 42 grand for 13 minutes 45 seconds. But if we add that on
Can I help
and then get that quote, we're looking at 15 minutes or 2 more minutes for another 3 grand with that added in. And so that's going to push us up to 45 grand for 15 minutes. So if you want something quick, like a 45 grand, that could be something you do. But again, still the Cormack one for me is the better one, 30 minutes. And so we're going to the next one, which is the Electro one. We're going to make sure that's turned off, and we're going to get a quote. And so this one we're going to lose Electro.
Anything you like?
That doesn't seem right to me, that one. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that is right. So the Electro one, we're going to lose 2 SCU, and it's going to cost us, so that's going to cost us 16 grand in the lost there, and then it's going to cost us 10 grand to refine, but it's going to take 2 hours. So we're going to earn 78,000 with it. It's going to take an hour and a half. 78,000 again.
See anything you like?
That's not bad. 78 grand for 2 hours. It's an hour more than an hour and 20 minutes more than the other one. So it's whether you want that in. And if we add in this and get a quote, we're looking at another 4 minutes, I think that was, wasn't it? And we're going to get another 3 grand. So we're looking at 81 grand for 2 hours. 81 grand, or it was another 45 minutes. It was 44 minutes, I think. Let me check that again. Get quote. I think that was 150. Yeah. No, so 10. Get quote. 10. So 14 minutes. So another 14 minutes, and you get another 3 grand on that. So you could knock that up there. I could knock that up there to 81 grand for 2 hours, which isn't too bad when you're looking at, 81. It's only 10 grand less than the Dinyx one, which is 22 hours.
See anything you like?
So literally saving 20 hours for the sake of 10 grand is 10 grand worth 20-hour wait. And so let's move on to the next one. Let me just take that, make sure that is took off. And we're going to go to this time to the Thermo one. I'm going to get the quote. And so this one's going to take 5 hours 30 minutes, cost 5,000. We're going to lose 2 on the yield. So we're losing 16k on the yield here.
Can I help you?
And it's going to cost 5 grand. So altogether we're going to make 83 grand profit here, but it's going to take 5 hours 30 minutes. So this one could be a good one. If you're going to be away for 5 hours, say you was going out for the day and you've just done it, then these ones are good ones to do, because you're still going to earn 83k.
Can I help you?
Now if we add this into it and get the quote, 6 hours, so basically another half an hour, 40 minutes or something, and you're going to get another 3 grand. So you could knock that up to 86 grand. Whether you'd want to do that, you've got to work that time on yourself. So let's go to the last one, which is the Kazin, and we'll get a quote.
Finding everything all right?
And with that one's going to be an hour 22 minutes. We're going to lose 4 on the yield, so we're losing 32 grand on the yield, and we're going to pay 5 grand, but it's going to take an hour 22 minutes. So we're going to earn about 67 grand profit altogether with that one, and it's going to take an hour 22 minutes. Now if we add in this and get the quote, so again we'll probably get around 3 grand extra. It's going to be another 11 minutes on top, and so we could earn 70 grand with this, with the extra corundum in, and it's going to be an hour 33. So an hour more than the Cormack one, but the Cormack one, this one you're going to earn 70 for an hour and a half. With the Cormack one, you're going to earn 65 for half an hour. So basically 65, that extra hour
Everything all right?
is that extra 5 grand worth it for the extra hour. It's 5 grand for the hour worth it. That's what you got to look at. And so for me, again, if I just want to just get on with it, then for me the Cormack one is going to be the better one. If I don't want to be waiting 7 hours to 22 hours. Yeah, I think
Finding everything all right?
I think so. For me, I think the Cormack one is the better one. Again, for me to get a quote of 30 minutes, 31 minutes, and I'm going to cost me 10 grand. I'm going to get back from this one 65 grand. So yeah, 65 grand. I could go on to the Dinyx one overnight and have 86 grand if I did the Ferron or the Dinyx. So if I'm going to log off for the night, which I'm probably going to do now, I'm going to go on to the Ferron one, because I'll be back on tomorrow, but not at this time. Like if I was to go and do the Dinyx one here and get a quote, it's going to be 24 hours. To take that off it and get a quote, it's going to be 22 hours. I'm not going to be back in 22 hours. I'm going to be back in probably 20 hours, 18 hours or something. Probably even less than that. So do I want to be waiting around for the extra 5k or something? Whereas if I just go to the Ferron one, because I know I'm going to be back within that's 7 hours, and I add that in the 7 hours 20 to 8 hours 16. So I'm definitely going to be back I'm going to be back just after, probably after that 8 hours. Definitely going to be back after that 8 hours. So that is worth doing the Ferron for this one. And so what I would do is I could take this now, this bore ass here, take that and go and sell that now. So I'm going to set this one up because I'm going to log off, and that's it, guys. I'm going to, yeah. That's my method. For me, it's all about what you want to do time wise. How much is your time worth? Is your time worth the extra 5 grand? Like I said, when we expedite ships, there's been times where I've expedited ships 3-4 grand for 4 minutes. Now, why would you want that 3-4 grand or up to 20 grand, 30 grand or whatever for 20 hours? It's like, it's madness. So even though the commenter said there's only 2 methods, I'm showing you the look at everything that's going on in for yourself. If you want to wait 24 hours, then you wait 24 hours. If you don't want to wait 24 hours, then try a different one. And that's broken down there. What we would get, 2 different types with a Barras, which is a lower yield of like 3,000 or whatever, 3,500 per unit,
Anything you like.
and then something like Bexalite where it's more. Now, if you was going for Quantanium, then you're going to lose 24 grand per box that you'd lose here. So if say like if this was Quantanium, that one that we would lose would be 25 grand. If we was losing 4, which is an extra 3, we're going to be losing 3. We're going to be losing 3 times 20 grand. So you're losing 60 grand. So you've got to sort of weigh that up, and then it also depends on the time. The times don't seem to change much, but would you lose 60 grand? 60 grand is different waiting 24 hours for 60 grand than it is 20-30 grand. So then that's what you've got to make your decisions on then from that. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys got something out of this, and no disrespect to the commenter, but for me it just sort of really miffed me a little bit that someone basically was saying I was clueless because there's only 2 exchanges. I'm not clueless. I do know what I am doing with it. I'm not the expert at mining, but I do understand what I'm doing here. And for me, I'm a self-employed person who owns a recording studio, and when people ask me to do something with them, I'm losing 25 to 30 pounds an hour doing something with somebody else for free. And so my time to me is valuable, and I apply that in the game as well. And the same with Kiltanis, because he works a lot, he doesn't get much time in the game. So for him, like, that time is valuable that he's in here, and if he has to wait around 24 hours, it could be a week before he gets back on. So for him, it doesn't matter, like, the time. He wants it in 15 minutes or 30 minutes, then he's going to do that. He's not going to wait 24 hours and then maybe not even get back to it for a few days, and then that could be a wipe in that time, and he's lost all that anyway. So it's not that I'm clueless, it's just that I don't understand why people say there's only 2 methods. There isn't. There's more methods, and you've got to calculate what's right for you. How much are you willing to lose for that time? 22 hours. What would you lose in that 22 hours? Are you willing to lose 20-30 grand to save 22 hours? That's what we've got to look at. And so that's that for this, guys. Hopefully I didn't waffle on too long, and hopefully you guys got something out of it. Like I said, no disrespect to that person, and I just wanted to sort of shed light on this because I've seen a few people say don't do any of the other methods, only use Ferron or Dinyx, but I sat and worked at this like you just saw there and said, well, actually I'm willing to lose 5 to 10 grand for the extra 20 hours. And so that's my thoughts on it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, don't forget to hit that point, tick on that like button for us, hit the bell and subscribe notification. Really do appreciate you guys. Your comments, good, bad, telling me I'm useless or whatever, they make me spur me on for these videos and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely do comment, guys. And yeah, take care. We'll see you guys out in the verse.